E3 this year was a breath of fresh air after about a year and a half of living in a pandemic and having nothing new on Netflix to watch and really no new video games being in development. It was nice to be able to sit down and watch, albeit a very awkward E3, however, an E3 nonetheless. For those who are somehow living under a rock, E3 is a video game conference where pretty much every big developer except for Nintendo likes to show off good games that they're making. Normally from a Nintendo conference, we get a Super Smash Bros. Character, a video game that doesn't come out in 3 years, and then 50-50 chance that they'll show a Pokemon. However, this year was kind of the opposite. Nintendo actually announced a bunch of games. We've got Breath of the Wild, Hyrule Warriors. It's Breath of the Wild. No! Hyrule Warriors expansion pack? They're joking. They would not save a game that nobody cares about for the end. Everyone's favorite Smash Bros. Character. Who the hell is this guy? The entire hour-long Square Enix showcase put into a 30-second Nintendo ad. Thrillville without the thrill. Monopoly with Waluigi. Donkey Kong.
That's the wrong monkey!
And a Metroid 5 trailer before Metroid 4 has even come out. With all jokes aside, Nintendo really did put their best foot forward this year. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 starts off with an orchestral masterpiece as Zelda falls through the sky. And this trailer just shows the absolute beauty that can be shown on the Nintendo Switch. Cries in Xenoblade 2. The game's so ugly.
What? She's got a lot of new.
Link also inherits some new superpowers, like becoming a booger, or getting the powers from that one kid from No Ordinary Family. We see all the islands fly up in the sky, and it looks like this might actually be better than Breath of the Wild 1, even with the limited amount of information we have. And I think the only thing that could have cemented that fact is if they showed that the durability system was removed. That was the worst part of Breath of the Wild, having to go through. The Legend of Zelda series has always been close to my heart, as one of the first video games that I played immensely was Twilight Princess. And we're even getting a bit of that back with the Skyward Sword remaster, even though you have to use Joy-Cons. What? But overall, I am ready to fly around and watch a billion TikToks of how people can traverse the world in 20 seconds, whilst also listening to some of the greatest music in video game history. 8 out of 10. We've got a new WarioWare, the best game to come out on the Nintendo DS when the world was filled with mindless games like Flappy Bird, Doodle Jump, and Cut the Rope. I remember playing these games mindlessly on road trips, probably annoying everybody in the car with the terrible sound effects that came along with this game that were just oh so fun. How that's going to translate to a Nintendo Switch when people need that instant gratification or loot boxes to enjoy their game, I don't know. And lastly, we got another Rabbids game. I don't know why they keep making these. They've all been bad. I don't think I've ever met a Rabbids fan. Like Pokemon fans, sure. Legend of Zelda fans, absolutely. Mario fans. Are Rabbids fans a thing? They've got to be making so much money off of this partnership that they're just accepting any deal ever. But even outside of Nintendo, we got a lot of good video games from this conference. We've got Johnny Depp on Xbox, Breaking Bad, the video game, another Dark Souls game for those who don't enjoy going out and seeing the sunlight, Battlefield meets Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and like every Dragon Quest game ever. We even got more information on Halo Infinite. The multiplayer is going to be free to play, while the campaign is going to cost money. Now, I myself have always enjoyed the campaigns, but as of recently, I've only been playing multiplayer. And while a lot of fans were disappointed with this trailer, I found myself really enjoying it. However, along with everybody else, I think that they could have added one thing to make the game possibly the best in the world. A game mode that has been copied by so many different companies and has made billions of dollars. Mario Kart Party Mode. What'd you think I was gonna say Battle Royale? Even Forza 5 has copied the Mario Kart Party Mode, driving around in what seems like the balloon mini game where you have to shoot the balloons off with red shells or green shells. I mean, hell, even Rocket League has done the same thing. Now imagine all of the fun people had on Halo Reach in Warthogs with a sniper in the middle trying to shoot down their friends, or Ghostbusters put into the official game. They could put a battle pass and $50 microtransactions on that and I would still play it. But in all reality, I think Halo Battle Royale would make the franchise even bigger than it is today. Now lastly, we have to talk about Pokemon. As everyone could have expected, except for apparently everyone on Twitter, Nintendo decided not to put Pokemon in their conference this year. Which is funny because as of recently, they haven't been putting Pokemon in Nintendo Directs and instead giving them Pokemon Directs. I mean, Pokemon is the largest media franchise in the world, curb stomping the Avengers, who apparently paid $1 billion to be the entire Square Enix showcase. I'm still mad about that. We really watched the Marvel trailer for like 20 minutes before I actually went to bed, but everyone on Twitter was outraged, even myself putting out a funny tweet beforehand. You know what to do, Twitter. However, right after E3, we got the trailer for Pokemon Unite, which is kind of weird that they didn't put it in the E3 trailer. I guess they're really wanting to distance Pokemon from Nintendo. Pokemon Unite is essentially what you'd get if you gave League of Legends to a bunch of kids who only play Among Us. In the trailer, we see Absol getting absolutely nuked by Lucario like it was in an anime episode. And they even show some gameplay. And while this is a mobile game, I actually think I'm gonna play it. In reality, there haven't been many bad Pokemon games. Well, I'm just ready for at least 1,000 comments asking me to play it. The same amount of people who have asked me to play Pokemon Snap. No. Nintendo really missed the opportunity to make a headset to where you dock your Nintendo Switch and click this button to take photos as some sort of virtual reality game. I think that's the only thing that could have made Pokemon Snap other than just a Instagram photo simulator or 100 Twitter likes for free the first 3 days it came out. Now, E3 always comes around this time right around my birthday, and I've always made it a tradition to watch it with my friends. And while there's always the discussion of who won E3, in reality, I think we all did. After almost an entire year of living through a pandemic, it was so nice to be able to see a conference and have that bit of a glimpse of hope that things are getting back to normal soon. With a large percentage of people getting their vaccinations and things starting to open back up, it seems like not only is this coming year going to be a hopeful one for video games, but a very hopeful one for us. I myself can't wait to get back to playing Pokemon cards on the weekends with my friends, and then coming home and playing Halo Infinite in Discord while yelling insults like a middle schooler. And then after a wonderful day of hanging out with friends and playing video games, I'd go home and write out this hate message towards Square Enix. Why did Marvel's Avengers take the entire thing